Hey guys, Foxdrop here with another live game commentary. Today we are playing as the new ZAC skin, Pool Party ZAC. Now, before we get on, if you need to take a moment just to sit there, catch your breath, and really just soak in this moment. ZAC has been given a new skin. I know. Now, if you want to pause, just like pinch yourself, just blink 50 times, make sure you're not in a dream, that's fine, I understand that. We'll be here when you get back. This game, Pool Party ZAC. ZAC is a swimming thingy with his little scuba diving outfit on. I don't even know, but it looks absolutely amazing. So we're playing this game today. And also we've got the new UI that's on the PBE. Now it's new, it's fresh, it looks kind of cool. It's very clean. You know, there's not a lot of stuff around the edges. That's kind of nice, but at the same time I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the top right to see when stuff's spawning, and it's not there. It's like down here, so who knows? You know, who knows where things are? It's kind of confusing. But still, ZAC jungle this game. ZAC is a fairly decent jungler actually. Obviously, if any of you guys are fans of the North American LCS, Zingy from Dignitas has been playing a crap ton of ZAC. Not a lot of other people have really been picking him up, but apart from that, you know, the fact that he can be played and that he's had pretty good success shows obviously that he has the capabilities of being a good jungler, and in my opinion he is a good jungler, especially with Cinderhulk. Like, you know, before Cinderhulk, meh. After Cinderhulk, pretty decent, especially in solo queue. Now, early game on ZAC, you will take a fair amount of damage from these camps, but really what you want to be doing, as with every jungler that's resourceless, is just spam your abilities. Whenever you use an ability, you spawn a little blob, which if you run over it, you pick it up, it will heal you. Now, the more abilities you have to spam, obviously, the more you'll be healed for. So, for example, now that I'm level 3, I really won't have any clearing issues, because now I can have 3 abilities to spawn blobs. And not only will I have more damage because I have more abilities to use, but obviously I'll be able to pick up more blobs and therefore be, you know, more sorted that way as well. ZAC is one of the only champions where I really like doing a full clear early on. So, for my runes of mastery, guys, on ZAC jungle, I like to go for attack speed reds, arm yellows. You can go for health per level yellows if you want to as well. And then I like to go for either AP blues or MR blues. You can maybe get some CDR in there if you want as well. And Quints, you can go for some AP or armor. Even attack speed if you really want to. Wouldn't really recommend that though. And yeah, just some standard page really. The AP obviously gives you a bit more damage. The attack speed helps with your clear speeds. It's all good stuff. But I just did doing a very standard full clear here, by the way, guys. Like I said. I really like doing this on ZAC because you can get away with it. And use your smite on the red buff for the heal. Finish off these crews here. Focus down the mini one. Although ZAC has a lot of AoE abilities, so your focus doesn't matter that much. I'm going to recall here. I could look to go gank top lane, but on this health it's a bit risky, especially if Vi shows up. Look at that recall animation. That is cute. That is cute. So yeah, I'm just going to recall instead and get my upgraded smiting trinket. Smiting trinket? What? My smite upgrade? I don't know what the hell that was. But I didn't say my masteries. I quickly say that masteries just go 21-9-0. It doesn't really matter where you dedicate those points, but I really like 21 points in offensive. More damage, better clears. You don't really need to have more defensive stuff. You should be fine. But yeah, the smite item which you go for here, whether you go for Stalker's Blade, Range Trailblazer, or Skirmisher's Saber, we'll just pretend that Poacher's Knife isn't in the game. It may as well not be. It's kind of up to you. Stalkers you don't need that much because you can come in from really far away with your elastic slingshot, which is your E. You can initiate from like miles away, so you know it's not like you need to run up to them and smite them. Which is why I like going Skirmisher's Saber, because it means, you know, if I'm ever 1v1ing people, or if I initiate onto a team fight and, you know, I'm in the middle of the enemy team, then I can Skirmisher's Saber for the reduced damage, 20% reduced damage for 3 seconds I believe it is. Like I can use that on like the AD carry or something, so I don't die as fast. So yeah. ZAC is a champion who is fairly good at ganking, but he's also a champion who's very good at clearing, which is why you can see in this video here I'm literally just power farming through the jungle. Now if I kill these chickens here, I will be level 5, which is very solid. I'm already level 5 now. Also bear in mind, by the way guys, I do have 200 ping playing on this playing on the PB client, because the only PB client that exists is NA. So let's see if we can. My E's on cooldown, so I can't jump in here. That's a real shame. Maybe if I hadn't shown myself here, I could have actually got... Oh, maybe I can still get a cheeky kill on this Katarina. We'll see if let's see how greedy Katarina is. Doesn't look like she'll be that greedy. Okay. She was pretty greedy. I could have maybe got that. That was my bad. Like, I used my E to clear. Wasn't there to help my teammates. Still, let's try and get this Ari now instead. She's pretty far pushed up. She's Ari. She's not level 6 yet. I don't really see a way she can escape this gank. I'm just going to initiate it here from the Fog of War. I won't quite reach her. But it doesn't matter if I don't reach her. All I need to do is get really close to her. So oh, she charmed me. That's nice. So I can just like slow her down and stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. The post-mortem Orb of Deception. Maybe I should have just walked up to her and eat her. I don't know. The thing is, on ZAC, you don't really want to be initiating ganks or teamfights, whatever it is, from visible positions. Because if you do that, then they can see you and they can dodge your E. So it's kind of risky to do that, which is why you really want to be doing it from like over walls or in bushes or something. That's usually the safest way to do it. Just so it's like, because your E is very easy to dodge if you can see it. So if you can't see it, then you can't dodge it as well. So I'm just going to push out that lane there. I'm really far ahead actually this game. Like I'm level 6.5. It's pretty solid. I really want to kill the Scuttle Crab. Where is he? There he is. So initiate the Scuttle Crab with any hard CC you might have. So depending on who you're playing. Gragas you want to initiate with your E. Sejuani you want to initiate with your Q because both of those are knockups, which is a form of hard CC. Udyr you want to initiate with your Bear Stance. Whatever it is, like ZAC you initiate with your E because that's a knockup as well. Whatever it is, hard CC. So that will reduce the Scuttle Crab's armor and magic resist to 10 from 60. Pretty significant difference. Now, I do want to jump in on this Katarina, and because I've got my Skirmisher Saber, I feel safe in doing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that here. She missed. She dodges, I should say. Now we're going to go out of here. I'm not going to walk over my... No point walking over my bubbles there, because I'll take too much damage from them. Won't be worth it. It's always a bit 50-50 in those situations, whether they walk on your bubbles, walk in your E or not. I could recall here, but I do run the risk of losing this blue buff. I don't like recalling when my buffs are up, especially if they've just spawned, because the chances of an enemy jungler coming in to steal them are relatively high, and you won't be able... Well, not even... They might not be high, but the point is you won't be able to defend it if they do invade, so... Because you'll be in base. So I just like to take it away as fast as possible. I know ZAC doesn't use mana, but blue buff is still quite useful on him, because of the 10% CDR, and also just, like, you don't have to share the experience for it, so you can keep going. I could have donated this across to Ari if I wanted to, but we'll give her some love in the mid lane, we'll help her out a little bit. And where do I... Okay, here we go, this is how I buy items. Maybe I should have... I'm not sure, actually. I could have gone back to base a bit later, after maybe getting Gromp and Wolves or something. I know I was quite low, but ZAC, you know, with his... if you've got Smite up especially, you essentially heal from jungle camps, so you don't need to worry too much about what health you're on. And if I'd waited a bit more, I could have finished my Cinderhulk. I would have had 1400 gold, but this is what we're going to do here. We're going to go initiate here. Don't ruin this for me. She ruined it for me. Okay, she's going to get her ass kicked though. We might be able to get a double here, I'm not sure. So we're going to, yeah, Vi should have flashed this wall here. And if she starts charging her Q, I'm going to flash in front of her. Yeah, she's got fucking chilling smite. Now this guy shouldn't be fighting me because he can't. Oh, that was kind of cool actually. I like that. She's ignited me. Got him. All right, let's see if we can get up before she can kill my blobs. If we can, we may be able to fight her. My E will be up soon. Come on. Ugh, there it is. There it is. This is why if you're ever playing versus a ZAC, Ranger's Trailblazer is pretty strong. I'm just going to type few in chat. That's kind of close. Ranger's Trailblazer is pretty strong versus ZAC because you can smite all of his blobs at once. So yeah, but no, obviously that's a very niche benefit. I'm gonna go and take. Do I take the red buff now or do I wait? I'm probably just gonna wait. I don't really want to waste the red buff, so I'm just gonna keep clearing. And I'll go back and do red buff later. Alright, so I'm maxing my E this game. I had 2.2, like, I had 2 skill ups just then. I don't know if you noticed. I had 2 skill ups. So I may have forgotten to level something up, or I was fighting so long that I actually leveled up twice. I'm not sure which one it was, but I think I forgot to level something up before, which is kind of bad. Whatever, though, it's okay, I guess. And this game, looking at the enemy team, they have a fair amount of magic damage, so I'm going to go for a magic resist build this game. And I'm going to focus on a Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage gives you CDR, which is great on ZAC. Oh, it's great on any resources champion who isn't limited by like mana or energy. So it's great on ZAC, especially, you know, with his CC and stuff. And it gives you health, which is awesome. And it gives you the regen passive, which is great because you're always picking up your blobs and regenning from there as well. So it's a really nice item on ZAC. And when you're facing an Ahri top lane, a Katarina mid lane, and they've got a Fiddlestick support, yeah, you don't really need any more excuses to build MR than that. So let's go and see if we can blow this Ahri's ult here. Probably the chances of us getting a kill here are somewhat slim. I'm actually going to pink ward this bush to see if it's warded. It's not. Somewhat slim getting a kill in this situation, just because Ahri can probably ult away. But we have to be careful that Lulu doesn't bait too hard and die, because that would be really bad. We'll see what happens. If Lulu overextends and Ahri goes in on her, we may not be able to make this work. But if she doesn't... Alright, so I'm getting the... Yeah, there we go, we get our ult. I'm getting the... I ate the charm there, but we may actually be able to keep chasing this. Holy crap. We'll see if I can... This is kind of risky, but... Yeah, I'm not gonna go any deeper than that, I don't think. I'm just gonna recall. We'll see if she wants to face check this bush with spells. We should be fine. That was a bit too deep. I didn't have as... If I'd hit that E, that would have been fairly easy for us, but... Yeah, we missed the E, so we're not going to get that. It's cool, it's cool. We can just get out of here. 1 sec. Shaddy. Get on, doggy. I swear, every time I decide it's a good time to start recording stuff, Shad, my doggy, just goes, nope, I'm going to start walking around, start being a nuisance. Alright, I'm going to take this chicken camp just for the smite bonus. Chicken smite bonus, always really good, guys. There we go. So you can see when you're walking over wards. It makes it quite useful for making aggressive plays. And we can maybe actually do Baron, what the hell, do Dragon here. The reason why, okay, 3 reasons why this is a good Dragon call right now. First reason, Vi was top lane, so if Vi's top, it's hard for her to contest a Dragon. Second reason, I'm ZAC, and ZAC can solo Dragon from very, very early on. Why? Because he has a lot of self-sustain and he has a lot of damage. He has a lot of damage because his blobs... he's a lot of damage, sorry, because his W does percentage health damage, which really does a crap ton of damage to the dragon. And he has a lot of sustain, so he can just pick up his blobs and he'll be fine. I'm just going to say no smite, because, yeah, that's awkward. I probably should have said that a bit earlier. Oh well. That's kind of awkward. But still, in theory, if I had my smite, that would have been good. But, so, ZAC has a lot of damage and a lot of sustain. He can solo dragon from, like, level 4. Very, very early on. Or at least, they actually buffed dragon a little while back. So maybe you can't do that anymore. I know you used to be able to do that. What the hell? Get out of here. I'm not quite sure why Katarina was there, but fair enough. Maybe I should have smited earlier. I would have survived a bit longer, but I wouldn't have survived, like... Absolutely, I was definitely still dead. Without my flash, I was still screwed. Still, that's quite a heads-up play by her to see that I was, you know, doing my... I was low on health and I walked into my jungle, so... No, you can fight, you can fight. I don't think she's got a roll. She did get some reset cooldown from me, killing me, but that doesn't give you a full reset anymore. So I'm pretty sure that... Oh god, nice, perfect charm. Let's see if I can get in onto Vi here. If she'd ran up, she would stand a better chance for me helping her, but if she runs down, maybe she can just survive by herself. We'll see. Yeah, nice. She survived by herself. She doesn't need me to help her. Perfect. I'm going to leave this blue buff for now. I don't really want to take this anymore. I can give this over to Ahri. Ahri can do stuff with it. Taking a look at the CS just to see who's strong on the enemy team. Katarina has 80 CS. I don't even know what time. 15 minutes in. Okay, so Katarina has 80 CS 15 minutes in. That's not a lot, really. By 10 minutes, you want to aim for, like, 70 CS is a decent amount of CS for 10 minutes into the game. But, you know, you can go a lot higher. You can get 80 CS by 10 minutes. It's perfectly possible. But, you know, that's usually if you're in a lane where the enemy laner just lets you farm. Oh, okay. Please leave me alone. We're just going to Q her. We're going to smite her. If this guy has a ult, we're pretty screwed, but if she doesn't, we should be fine. Yep, we're all good. So let's get out of here. We don't lose anything. Hey, Shad. We can just... You know, we don't even have to recall. We've got a potion, and we've got... Well, I was going to say... And we're ZAC. Yeah, we've got a potion and we're ZAC. Like, we'll just probably heal up from these camps, honestly. Alright, that's one down. After you're maxed your E, you want to be maxing your Q. I'm not sure if I explained why you should max your E this on ZAC. But the reason for it is because it gives you more range for your elastic slingshot from your initiates. So it's easier to get in some successful ganks. It's easier to initiate team fights. And it also gives you more burst damage. So it's, you know, burst damage is always useful for ganking. It's usually a bit better than sustained damage, because you want to be able to kill someone very quickly before they can get away and you know, get to the tower or something to survive the gank. It's also why CC is so useful for ganking, because you don't want to chase them too far. You want to just get them, you want to lock them down so you can kill them before they run away to their tower. But yeah, you want to max your Q second, because it's like the second highest form of burst, and I believe it also improves the slow, but it might not do that. I'm not entirely sure actually. It might not do that, but even if it doesn't improve the slow, I'm pretty sure it will reduce the cooldown. It does one of those two. Either it reduces the cooldown or improves the slow. Either way, it improves your slowing ability, I should say. And your W, really, because it does percentage health damage, it's more useful. It will do more damage depending on how tanky the enemy is, as opposed to how many ranks you have in the ability. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the chickens here. Again, smiting it for the chicken smite bonus, because that's really cool. I want to get level 11 before I use my ultimate. I'm halfway to level 11. Chad, are you kidding me? You just came in. I'm not letting you out. I'm not letting you out, dog. You're being a mischief. You're being a complete mischief. Yeah, go up the river, Ari. Go up the river. This is good. Let's see if we can collapse here. No, it's not warded, but... No, there's the flash. Can we get the jump? We need to get her ult as well. Well, we don't need to, but it would be good if we could. I'm going to pop my ulti. There we go, there's her ult. Ari with her ult down is like 10 times as well. I don't think there's another mid lane champion who's just like so different when her ult's on cooldown to when it's not. She becomes so much easier to kill. Her kill potential becomes so much lower. She's just, yeah, I don't know. It's really good to blow an Ari ult. I didn't want to use my own ulti there because I wasn't level 11. I'm very close to level 11. But I also want to be careful of this Vi here. So I'm going to smite her immediately so I don't take too much damage. And then we can just go... Oh, sugar plums. I bunny hopped on my E instead of charging it down. We could have turned on her if I had hit my E. But it's all good. To be honest, in that situation, no one dies. Probably the best we're going to get out of that. Alright, let's go over and take these. Let's red buff now. I'm going to ward this just in case Vi decides to do something similar to what Katarina did, which was notice that I'm walking into my jungle. Are we still fighting? Oh my goodness. That's not good. Probably should have told my team I was leaving. Well, they can see I'm leaving, but I probably should have let them know that, yeah, be careful, boys. I'm not here anymore. That happens quite a lot, actually. That's also something you can take advantage of. Just because you've been to a place, you don't have to necessarily leave. Maybe I could have, like, you know, pretended to leave and then just gone over and looped around into this bush here. Use that to my advantage. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. Wait, is Dragon up soon? Yeah, it's up in 20. But yeah, that's a strategy which happens a fair amount, where people just stay in one place for a very long time and still die to it, which is honestly is a bit surprising. You don't expect it to work, but it works quite a lot. Even in my, like, this is a PvE, which obviously is far from diamond quality games, but even in my diamond games, I've done stuff like that, where I've gone around to gank like mid lane, and then it's not been there. They've walked away from me, so I just walk around in a circle and come back and get the kill. It's really strange. So yeah, that was kind of my bad. I left and didn't tell my team that I was leaving. We've got a smite for dragon this time, so that's not going to get stolen. And it's going to kill the scuttle crab here as well. I haven't killed a lot of scuttle crabs this game. Usually you want to kill as many as you can, because they give you bonus gold when you kill them. They give you like 80 gold when you kill a scuttle crab. It's a ridiculous amount for a creep, which is just a free kill. Straven is playing very ballsy here, and by very ballsy I mean he's dead. Even if I don't even hit my skill shots, he's not getting anywhere. Right, let's try to chain some CC here before he can flash away or something. Nice. So I waited for Leona's stun to wear out, and then I just jumped on him. You don't need to charge up your E. Like, if someone's right next to you, you don't need to charge up your E. You can just use it, like, point blank. It doesn't do more damage if you charge it up. It just increases the range. So, you can do that. It's a bit hard for me to do those plays, actually, on 200 ping, but it works. Oh, that's bad for Vi. Whatever. I don't really want to flash this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up to her. Come on. There it is. We bunny hopped our E and it was fine this time. That's the second time we've done that to Vi, bunny hopping on our E, but the first time that it didn't fuck up. So there we go. Like, why? Why did it turn me around? I don't think that's a bug. That used to be a pretty prevalent bug on ZAC, where it used to, hey, we bunny hopped the E again, where you used to just spin around whenever you're trying to use your E. I used to think that was a bug, what just happened there. But I'm pretty sure it jumps to where your cursor is. So sometimes it'll spin you around if your cursor's behind you. So if you're mispositioning your cursor, you can actually muck up your E placement, which can be obviously a bit detrimental in a situation like you just saw. Just kill the chickens here and get that smite bonus. We'll push this out. Let's test that. So if we face behind us and then just position it that way. Why did I just trigger a ward? Oh, I guess there's a ward in that side bush. I'm not gonna be able to get that ward in time, so we'll leave that. Do we kill our chickens here? We want to make sure we have a decent amount of gold for something. We don't want to go back without being able to buy something. So let's just take a look. I really want to go for a. Maybe I should go for some armor. I mean, we've got Vi on the team. Vi and Draven still do physical damage. I'm not sure, to be honest. We could just go for a Thormail. We could go like Warmog's Thormail or something. Warmog's is usually a very good item versus spellcasters, because they don't tend to have very solid answers for like big tanks. Unless you're someone like unless you're someone who has a lot of sustained damage, like Ryze or Cassiopeia, mages don't tend to be very good versus tanks. They tend to want to burst people down who are squishier, and that's why the AD champions tend to be better versus tanks. And in addition, when you also have the itemization of things like Blade of the Ruined King, Blade of the Ruined King makes, killing tanks even easier because you can do percentage health damage to them. So, yeah, I mean, that's why just getting a Warmogs is almost as good as my Spirit Visage right now, really. Killer! New! That's alright, we'll let you off with a warning on this time. This time, Ari. Don't let it happen again. Alright, let's recall now. I've got 4.2k, 4.3k almost. We'll probably get a Warmogs. And we haven't even upgraded our boots. We'll upgrade our trinket first, because I think upgrading a trinket's pretty bloody important. Maybe we can go for. Do we need CDR this game? Wait, where's my carrot? Oh wow, it's down here. What the hell? What's that CDR? Where even is that CDR? 15%. So we could go for CDR boots. That might work. Yeah, sure. We'll go for CDR boots. Why not? Why not? To be honest, whatever boots you get on ZAC, it doesn't really matter. Actually, what I should have got here, I should have gone for a Haunting Guise, I think. Haunting Guise would be a really nice pickup for me, because you don't really want to be building. Like, ZAC is primarily a tank. You don't really want to go too much damage on him, because the only way ZAC does damage is if he's near people, and if you're near people, you're going to be taking a lot of damage yourself as well. So you want to be quite close to people if you're playing ZAC, and you don't want to be squishy when that happens, because you're going to die. So, you don't want to be building too much damage. That said, I should say also on top of that as well, mind you, is that he doesn't have very good AP scalings, which is why you don't want to be building too much AP on him. Now, AP does give him more damage, but it's not really very cost efficient as far as, like if you're picking someone like Echo, for example, whose ultimate has like a bloody 100% AP scaling, where every piece of AP you buy is going to increase by 1 damage, the damage of Echo's ultimate, which can really add up. If you have like 700 AP, suddenly your ulti's doing 700 more. Not quite the same on ZAC, but Spell Pen. Every champion that does magic damage can benefit from Spell Pen. Not always from AP, but Spell Pen all the time. So Haunting Guise, Spell Pen boots, Abyssal Scepter, these are all items which are always useful, no matter who you're playing. As long as you deal with some kind of magic damage, these items will be useful. And Haunting Guys, as far as the itemization goes, it's not that bad, really. Did I miss that? I'm pretty sure I missed that. What the hell is the cooldown on this Ariel? Please. We just blew that. Alright, do we push top? I'm actually going to push top here. We're going to push top here because our team's pushing mid. I don't really want to be fighting mid, to be honest. We've got one person top lane and one person in base, so this isn't really the time to be grouping up and fighting. If we push this top lane here, we can maybe get some damage onto the tower, maybe even take the tower. And in addition to that, this is like the best way of us defending or helping our mid laners out here, or the people in mid here. Now I am going to dive this because I'm pretty bloody strong. I'm tanky, and I even have a lot of armor, like a fair amount of armor, like enough armor to tank a tower. Which is another benefit of building armor on a champion, not just for the physical damage like champions, but for the, oh goodness, the tower tanking. I think I smited the wrong guy here. I smited Fiddle here instead of Katarina. Whoops. I'm going to hover around to the side a little bit here. I don't want to go too deep right now. Let's see. Potluck. Oh wow, we hit her. No, we didn't. Did we? No. Something happened. I don't understand how Katarina died to Vayne, but it happened. Was that minions or something? But yeah. ZAC is pretty good at tower diving. Any tanky person, good initiation, fair damage, fair CC, they're gonna die. Does blue buff up? No. Alright, so another good use of your smite is when you're in the enemy jungle when you smite the wolf spirit. Anytime, you don't even need to be in the enemy jungle. You can be like in your own jungle but not have very much jungle control, and smiting the wolf spirit can be very useful. I didn't have smite up that time obviously, so that's why I didn't smite the wolves there, but in theory smiting in the enemy jungle is fairly useful because it will notify you of any time when someone walks into that topside jungle, which is very useful. But now I guess I could buy the Haunting Guys now, but it's kind of a bit too late for that, to be honest. I don't need the Haunting Guys anymore. But what I am going to go for, I'm not going to buy anything just yet. We'll buy a pink ward. But we're going to go for the golden ZAC. How's that sound? Golden ZAC pose. I don't know if you guys know the golden ZAC pose, but it's the only way to really be playing ZAC, to be honest. I don't know why I haven't talked about it up until now. It's like the ultimate BM. If you're doing well in a game and you can afford to do it, golden ZAC is the way to go. It's kind of like Sonic. If any of you guys played Sonic and you know when you like Supersonic, he becomes golden and you're just like an absolute machine, a total beast. That's what you want, right? That's the golden pose ZAC. Now I'm going to smite this Gromp here, which is a terrible idea because Dragon's up soon. Well, it's up now. We're going to be killing Dragon soon. But the Gromp buff, when you have a lot of health, is ridiculous. It does so much damage when you have a lot of health, so yeah. And I'm very, very tanky. I've got 4k health, so yeah, very useful stuff. But I don't have a smite for this, so just pray they don't take it. They don't. That's all good. Let's go see if we can kill someone else here. Now my CDR makes me be able to jump pretty frequently. But I look like I'm running so slow. This is what I don't like about... Oh wow. What I don't like about big champion models is that you look like you run really slow. Nautilus, Cho'Gath with feast stacks. All these champions look so sluggish when they're moving just because they're so bloody big. You want some mate? I'm pretty sure I could 3v1 these guys, so I don't really know why they're even staying, to be honest. Can he stop interrupting my E's, please?
Definitely some miscommunication there.
Yes, I agree, Draven. Definitely some miscommunication there. Now we're going to sit in this bush and see if someone face checks us. Is it going to happen? No, but we can scare Vi into not recalling. There we go. Way worth. We can do Baron as well here. So Baron is very, like I said, how doing Dragon is easy. Baron is easy as well, for the exact same reasons. You can't solo Baron, mind you. Like, yeah, she can't do that. Where the hell is this ward? Is it here? What the hell? Am I dumb? Maybe it was in this bush actually. I don't know. But yeah, you can do Baron pretty easy with ZAC. Different junglers are good at taking away Barons early. This isn't particularly early for a Baron, especially considering we're quite far ahead. But it's still a decent time. Like even earlier, ZAC could do a Baron because he's very tanky to tank it up. He's got a lot of health to sustain on the Baron, and his W does percentage health damage. Now, when you combine that with someone like Vayne, we could probably have two-manned this as soon as it spawned. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but fairly early on. Because she has a shit ton of damage, and I'm tanky enough, and I've got a lot of damage myself as well. No. Come to me. Holy crap. Vayne, you have a lot of damage, bro. And that chase is strong. That Vayne passive where she runs faster when she's walking towards people is insane. Alright, well Lulu's legendary. Lulu playing Vayne? I don't understand. This game is pretty much over though right now. I mean, we're 11, 1 and 7. We have 6 too many assists, and now we need to get 6 more deaths and 66 more kills in order to make this a good score. Yeah. We didn't get to go for the golden pose, which would have been the Zonya's, which is pretty awesome, but still, hope you enjoyed this commentary, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching this game. Pretty cool skin, the pool party ZAC. When he's jumping through the air and he just like flails his arms around, I don't know, that's probably worth buying it by itself. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this this gameplay, guys. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for educational content with a bit of entertaining stuff on the side as well. And just so you know, let me know what you thought about the video in the comments. I'm always scouring through those pesky comments. When I say pesky, they're not pesky at all, because I've asked you to leave them, so I don't know what I'm chatting about. I should probably leave now. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.